The number one thing about hospitality is hospitality.
Customer comes first always. You are in hospitality industry, right? You train hospitality
Correct.
business, and you told me
Yeah.
like you've worked in restaurants, you've opened up few and closed few. So I want to know, like, there are a lot of restaurants coming up in India and anywhere in the world. So,
Right.
how would someone use hospitality techniques to build their brand? So, if you have any
I
advice.
think, yeah, great question. So, the number one thing about hospitality is hospitality.
Customer comes first always.
But honestly, Sachin, most people talk this, but it's rubbish. They don't do it.
Hmm.
The restaurants who succeed, the restaurants that are brilliant, the restaurants that last forever are the ones that truly take care of the customer. What
Hmm.
does it mean? They're super friendly with their customers. They know the customer's name. They listen to the customer. They remember them and they just focus all their effort on customer experience. The restaurants that are very technically correct focus all their efforts on their systems, their
Hmm.
processes, their back of house, their management support, but they're not focused on customer service at all. If you look at LinkedIn recently,
Hmm.
you'll see that the majority of hospitality posters are telling you we've reopened, we're ready for our customers, we've done our hygiene checks, we are COVID safe. Customers really don't care about your internal story.
Hmm.
What we would love to see on LinkedIn is somebody saying, here's one of our customers saying what they experienced and how much they love our brand. You tell me
Hmm.
that, and I'll be like, wow.
People
Why?
believe
Because it's
people instead of brands.
right. They don't believe the brand. So all this nonsense, I mean, literally, and we're talking massive organizations are out there on LinkedIn. I was just so disappointed when I saw at the beginning of COVID all these CEOs for these hotel companies going online and saying, "Oh, we're going to do our best." No one cares. They're
Hmm.
busy with their own life. So just tell your customers, if you can make it out, we're here for you and we're going to do our best for you. We're
Hmm.
going to love you. We're going to serve you. We're going to give whatever we can to you. I'm going to take care of you. They don't care if you're doing the cleaning campaign. They don't care if you're, they expect that. I mean, if you're a hotel business or you're a restaurant business and you're not doing COVID precautions, then you're an idiot
Hmm.
and your doors should be shut by the authorities. And this is not something you need to post. Oh, we got the COVID-19 safety security certificate for our restaurant. Well, you should. Why are you telling me? I
That's a
expect that.
responsibility, not some
It's
achievement.
like saying, our restaurant serves food. Whoop-de-doo. You should serve food. You're called restaurant, right? So this is what drives me a little crazy is that the industry has recently taken this U-turn and
Hmm.
they're so internally focused that they forgot to take care of customers. And literally, the ultimate most important thing that the restaurants that are succeeding today is they are loving their customers. They're serving their customers. They're giving them a personalized touch. They're reaching out to them. They're doing the what I call this human intervention, but with authenticity. It's not that I'm doing it because I have to. It's
Hmm.
I'm doing it because I'm really thankful. Again, it goes back to gratitude that you're my customer. And because you're my customer, I'm going to break myself to serve you.
Hmm.
So how can I serve you today? And some restaurants they went in to do it delivery, and some of them went to it purely like, oh wow, COVID, great, now we can launch our online delivery service. And then others said, and I worked with both categories during COVID, and one of them is one of my very famous customers said, you know what? It's not about delivery. It's just that our customers would love to have our food because it makes them feel comfort. They feel, that there's a sense of balance and rightness in the world, and that's why we're going to do delivery. And
Hmm.
guess what? They succeeded massively because they were doing it with the right motivation. And I think, one of the things that restaurants is they become so self-focused, and this is the downfall. Stay concentrated on your customers. Stay concentrated on serving customers what customers want, and stop serving what managers want. You know, managers come and go.
Mhm.
Customers, they will come and they will stay forever if you treat them well and you take care of them.
Mhm.
Managers, they're unimportant. There's a million of them. I mean, how many people there are looking for a job today? If you put on your social media today, restaurant manager required, I guarantee you that by tonight at midnight, you'll have 2,000 views. Guaranteed. You want
Yeah.
views? Post this. You'll get views, right? But write a post that says customers wanted for my restaurant, and you might have 50 views. Because customers don't decide with the head, customer decides with the heart. And so they're motivated by how you make them feel.
Mhm.
And what do they want? They want an experience. And what kind of experience they want? They want to feel that they came to a restaurant and somebody cared for them, made them feel special, did a little extra for them.
Mhm.
And they'll talk about you for the next 6 months.
Mhm. So right,
So,
I also made a video on this. I think
ah,
when COVID hit, I made a video like how restaurant business can actually, cope with this, how to get more customers once they open. So my point was exactly this. So what you want to show is document. Don't tell that we have the best food, we're the best chef, we have done this, we have done that, we're taking precautions. Yeah, make your customers feel better by you're saying that you're taking precautions for their safety. That's a good thing. But what you want to do is take reach out to your customers personally, reach out to them, ask them how we felt about our food. When you're giving a delivery, you explain to the delivery person to ask them how they felt about the food, or take it afterwards, take the testimony. If you show that your restaurant is better from the customer's point of view, it will reach out to other people. It's like word of
of
mouth.
course,
It's like word of mouth. I tell you this restaurant is best. If I come to Dubai or Beirut, if I ask you, you're gonna tell me because you had a good experience over there. Either it might be a good food or hospitality, or people actually caring for you over there when you went there. Hi Mark, how are you? Good morning. Something like that. Even little things matter, right? So my video said this exactly. Even on social media, people are forgetting social media is another platform where you talk to people.